welcome back to Ukulele Wine Time. My name is Catherine. Today we're going to check out You Are My Sunshine. Great classic ukulele song, perfect for beginners on the ukulele. I will go over those three chords. So we need C, F, and G. So I'm going to go over those in a second. More closely, we are going to play You Are My Sunshine with three different strumming patterns, ranging from super basic downstrokes to a little more complicated and then a little more complicated. So we will play that together. We are going to drink wine together if you want to. Not mandatory, but cheers if you got your glass with you. If you want to download the chart and follow along and see the chords and the lyrics, that link is below. And also, what are we drinking today? Some Dr. Constantine Frank. So I have some family in upstate New York, in Ithaca, and we stopped and got this bottle of dry Riesling from up near the Finger Lakes. Gorgeous, gorgeous area of the world. I will talk more about that at the end if you are interested in that. But for now, let's jump in. I just finished tuning with my clip-on tuner. Let's check out those chords for You Are My Sunshine. First up, we need a C chord. So here are my ukulele fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the third finger is my ring finger, playing on the third fret, 1, 2, 3, with my fingertips, not my finger pads. And that's on the bottom string if I'm holding my ukulele like this. There is my C chord. Cool. For the next chord we need is an F chord. Get your peace sign fingers ready. Your middle finger or your 1, 2 second finger is going to go on the 1, 2 second fret here on your top string or your G string. Heyo. And then we're going to skip a string and your pointer finger is going to go on the first fret of the third string down. So it's our F chord that we need. Ooh, all right. So we've got C and F. Last up, we need our G chord. So we're going to make, that's G. All right. It makes a little triangle on the fretboard there. But once again, we've got our peace sign fingers. We'll start with those on the second fret. Okay, so our pointer finger is going to go on the second fret on the second string down from you. That's our G, C string. Skip a string and then second fret on the bottom string. And then ring finger goes on the third fret on that string that you skipped. So there's our G chord or our triangle. If you need a deeper dive into these chords, if you need more support there, check out my chords video. It goes into more detail on how to play these chords. It gives you some practice exercises. It's awesome. If you need that, check it out. Ooh, I need some wine. Okay, so let's talk through the chords first and how they line up with the lyrics before we start playing in time or in rhythm. So we've got 2 C chords up first. And actually the majority of the song up until the very end is just going between C and F. And then we've got a sneaky G chord at the end. So first 2 chords are C and they line up with the word sunshine. So check that out. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. So 2 C chords there. Next up, the word happy lines up with your F chord. You make me happy. And then we're going to go back to the chord C on the word gray. When skies are gray. Next up, we've got back to our F chord on the word no. You'll never know, dear. And then on the word love, we'll go back to our C chord. No, dear, how much I love you. Now check this out. We're going to hang out, stay on that C chord. So please, on the word take. So please don't take. Here's our G chord on the word sun. My sunshine away. And the last C chord lines up with the way of away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Woo! All right, this is gonna make a lot more sense if you check out the chart too. I've actually bolded the words where the chord lines up. And so that's like super, it just helps everything click. So check that out. Let's play together slowly in time. And we're just gonna do downstrokes with your thumb. You ready? 1, 2, 3. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. How'd you do? Nailed it. Cheers. All right, Dr. Frank. Okay. One little thing that might be a little bit tricky is you got that double C chord in the end there. Sometimes that trips up some of my students. So just look out for that. You think the chord's going to change, but it hangs out on C. Second strumming pattern. Are you ready? So we were just doing downstrokes. We were actually holding those chords for 4 beats, believe it or not. So we were doing 1, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, F, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3. Cool. So we were doing each chord for 4 beats until we get to that sneaky G chord at the end. Now our second strumming pattern, we're going to do 4 downstrokes. So instead of whole notes or holding the chord for 4 beats, we're going to do 1 beat per chord. So it's going to sound like this. I'll do a little example and then we'll do the whole thing together. 1, 2, 3. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Think you got it? I think you got this. Okay. I'm going to do the whole thing with downstrokes now. It's also a good practice. I'm sitting cross-legged, so I can't tap my foot on the floor, but to just kind of keep the time somewhere on your body. Or if you want to listen through one time and just kind of internalize that beat, you can kind of feel the heartbeat of the music or the beat or the pulse there, or you can tap your toe, tap your foot, whatever works for you. Okay, here we go. All down, and again, I'm doing all downstrokes just with my thumb. 1, 2, 3. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take, here we go, my sunshine away. Ooh, nice work. Another variation of that, if your thumb, if you're just not feeling it, you could also do your 4 fingers, and you could do your downstrokes that way. In the middle of the song, I was like, I kind of wish that I would have done that. It feels a little more natural to me. So that's another variation you could try. Okay. Whew. Are you ready for our last strumming pattern? I'm not ready yet. Okay. Now I'm ready. We are going to go for some down up action. So let's start out with our C chord. So down that way, and then when I'm coming up this way, that's our upstroke. So the rhythm or the strumming pattern is going to go like this: down, down, up, up, down, down, up. So why don't you join in? I'm just hanging out on a C chord here. Kind of find your groove there. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, Cool. I fumbled my G chord a little bit there. Hopefully you didn't notice that too much. A note on that strumming pattern, you don't have to do that like the entire time. So if you want to start making the song your own a little bit, like for example, so please don't take, let's see, so please don't take my sunshine away. You could kind of mix and match, like hold out, take, and sunshine, kind of mix and match there, whatever rhythms, honestly, whatever rhythms you're feeling there. So you don't have to like keep the down, down, up, down, like so strict the whole time. You can like change it up a little bit. One other thing you can do for that down, down, up, if that's not feeling so natural to you on the ukulele, you can find ways to practice away from your instrument. For example, you can just like just tap it on your body, getting that rhythm kind of internalized. I recommend just, as we did at the beginning when we were just jamming on that C chord together, just do that. So do it on the C chord for a while before you try to put the whole song together. You can jam on your F chord. Or if you're having trouble transitioning between those two chords, pause everything, take a sip of wine, and then just go back and forth between those two chords. So I just fumbled my G chord on this video. So maybe I would want to go back and practice my C chord. And just hanging out there for a little bit. That's called practicing. And it can just be super zen, super cozy to just go back and forth between those chords. Thank you so much for joining me today to play You Are My Sunshine. You Are My Sunshine. If you want to get a new song in your inbox every week with a chord chart and the lyrics, like the one I've linked down below, you can join Ukulele Wine Club. It's totally free. And we're going to do a new song every Friday. So check that out if that's something that you're interested in. I will see you next time. Cheers! Ukulele wine time. Ooh, let's talk about this wine. Okay, hold on. Okay, first I need more wine. Okay, if you're interested, this is a 2019 dry Riesling from the Finger Lakes, Dr. Constantine Frank. They're not like sponsoring me or anything. We just were up visiting some family in the Finger Lakes, and we decided to get, we just chose this bottle. And honestly, when I opened it and smelled it, I was like, I'm not so sure about this, but I think it needed to breathe a little bit. I am by no means any sort of wine expert. I just love good and interesting wine. But I really like this one. It's been really yummy to drink during filming of this song. And I checked out the Wikipedia page for Constantine Frank. Super interesting life story of this guy. Okay, he's born in 1899. He was a viticulturist and pioneering winemaker of the 1950s in the Finger Lakes region of New York. Here he is. Look at this guy. Constantine from Ukraine has his PhD in viticulture. That's awesome. His thesis, check this out, was on techniques for growing a type of grape, I assume, called Vitis vinifera in cold climate. So he ran some vineyards over there, and then he came to the US in 1951. He could speak 9 languages, but not English. So he was forced to take a job as a dishwasher in New York City. He saved up money and he moved his family up to the Finger Lakes region in 1953. And this is so interesting. For 300 years, people in North America, they tried to plant this yummy European wine grape, and they couldn't grow it because they said it was too cold. But this guy Dr. Constantine Frank, he was like, dude, I did this back in my home country, and then he did it here. No one thought that it would grow in cold upstate New York, but he bought a plot of land and he was like, yeah, it does grow here. So he grew it and he opened his own winery. And what else? Got a gold seal and something. Anyway, so now this cool European grape is grown here in North America. I thought that was really interesting. Anyway, this wine's really yummy and I'm glad we picked it. And I would buy again. All right, that's my take on this wine. Hope you're staying cozy, and I will see you next time on Ukulele Wine Time. Cheers! Ukulele Wine Time.